What one talent can you learn that will make you more effective, productive, generate more money, and even improve your leadership capacity? Emotional intelligence is mentioned on the title as you would have guessed. Once again, welcome to Elevate Plus. I help people, especially young persons and professionals like you, hack their careers so they can grow more quickly, get above their limiting beliefs, and confidently design the remarkable life they deserve. But when I asked a few persons I work with what emotional intelligence at work looks like and how to improve it, they frequently have no idea. They are unable to adequately describe what it is, which is why, even though emotional intelligence is universally acknowledged as the most essential performance indicator, 90% of people believe it is still a vague term. To be very honest, the emotional intelligence of elite performance is quite high. It's okay if most people only have a hazy understanding of what it implies, because I'm going to briefly discuss emotional intelligence in this video. We will get started with my 3 favorite emotional intelligence techniques to help you advance with this crucial skill after clearing up any misconceptions you may have. Now, this will assist you in establishing yourself as a capable leader with high emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence then? The ability to comprehend, use, and manage one's own emotions as well as other people's emotion is claimed to involve at least 3 major talents according to psychology. Emotional awareness is the first component of emotional intelligence skills, which is the ability to recognize your own feelings, the capacity to channel those emotions into productive use, and the capacity to both control your own emotions as well as those of others. The degree to which you comprehend what others are thinking, feeling, and how they process information is really important to ensure that interactions are positive, productive, and result in best possible outcomes, given that we are constantly interacting with others at work, including co-workers, team members, management, and clients. According to studies, leaders with high emotional intelligence are better at building relationships and inspiring their teams, which results in employees being inspired and performing better. Therefore, individuals with high levels of emotional intelligence are more likely to be given opportunities and leadership roles inside a corporation. Hence, despite the fact that there are innumerable research and hypotheses to consider, I wanted to keep this for you as useful and applicable as possible. To assist you develop your emotional intelligence and establish yourself as a leader in your organization or industry, I've included my top 3 tactics. 1. Learn to recognize your own emotional states. This first tactic centers on emotional self-identification and self-awareness, or the capacity to know oneself and comprehend one's emotions. However, the truth is that we are not very good at expressing the emotion we are feeling at any one time, which is a problem. This is particularly true when we emotionally react to anything that occurred at work, such as when someone says something that doesn't sit well with us, when you're managing a high stress situation, or when there's a disagreement or confrontation that you weren't anticipating. You want to become conscious of your body and mind's reactions to the situation rather than simply responding to it. Now, attachment theory and psychology suggest that your emotional experiences are probably a mirror of your early experiences. When you start digging into this stuff, you'd find that your capacity for controlling your fundamental emotions, such as anger, sadness, fear, and joy, often hinges on the strength and constancy of the attachment you had with your primary caregiver as a newborn. Understanding how emotion affects your ideas and actions requires self-awareness of what you're going through at any particular time. I first learned about the energy plot from Sapala, the author of the Happiness Track, when I was studying the issue of positive psychology. The energy plot is a straightforward approach to comprehend the nature of the emotion you're experiencing. You see, every emotion is supported by energy. Anger or enthusiasm are examples of high energy, while tranquility or sadness are examples of low energies. Psychologists frequently refer to these two dimensions when describing these energy levels, which manifest as either high intensity or low intensity. To distinguish between emotions, use positive or negative, high intensity or low intensity. So what you want to master is the ability to plot your emotions based on these two dimensions at any given time. The one thing you want to do is first ask yourself whether the situation is high or low intensity. Then, is it a positive or a negative one? Asking yourself whether or not you feel empowered is a different way to consider the good or negative aspect. After you've taken stock of your physiology and your feelings, you can take steps to help you move into the quadrant that is currently the most productive for you, and it will almost certainly be for the better. You may self-coach and ask yourself deliberate and intelligent questions like, what made me feel this way, or what was I triggered by? By simply first learning how to recognize your energy states. This is especially beneficial if you're experiencing a bad emotion. When you think in this way, you may immediately detach yourself from the emotion source, better understand what may have triggered it, and mentally shift into a more positive frame of mind. And keep in mind that there are only good or terrible responses to your emotions. There are no such thing as good or evil emotions. Number 2, make an effort to comprehend when it comes to emotional intelligence. Learning to recognize and react to the emotional state of others plays a significant role beyond our comprehension of ourselves. But how do we actually accomplish this given that we lack telepathy? I advise anyone I meet, advise the client I discuss with, to try to comprehend the people they are interacting with. And in practice, this means 2 things. First, pay attention to what they are saying, not just what is coming out of their mouth, but also their body language, their tone, and all other non-verbal indicators. This provides you a glimpse into the emotions of people and how those emotions may fluctuate over time. Additionally, pose serious inquiries. Ask them how you arrived at that conclusion or what your thought process was, rather than accepting everything they say at face value out of curiosity. By doing so, you can delve deeper than what is being said to find the motivational factors at play and truly understand where or how someone is coming from. This makes it easier for you to put yourself in their situation, adopt their viewpoint, and experience the world through their eyes. This is important because it makes it possible for you to not only connect with people on a much deeper level, but also to genuinely help and support those who are in need. Being present and setting all bias aside is a significant part of trying to comprehend. And 3, put more emphasis on relationships after you have a better understanding of your own emotional condition as well as others by observing their non-verbal clues and gaining insight into their potential motivations and points of origin. The next step is to focus on how you work with others socially and professionally so that you can make your relationship more effective and enjoyable. Now, there are a couple of pieces worth mentioning here you want to become aware of. How you actually use non-verbal communication. If someone says something that you disagree with, do you immediately show it in your expression? Does it show on your face when you have suspicions about something or someone? Even if you try to lock out your emotional side of the brain, others may be able to sense it. Because of this, it's important to be conscious of what you're projecting, because you might unknowingly be saying something you don't intend to. You should also be able to recognize when a scenario is tense and know when to subtly add comedy to lighten the mood. This may be pertinent for you personally or even for a tense encounter at work. Your nervous system is balanced by laughter. You will experience less tension and anxiety, increased calmness, mental clarity, and an increase in empathy. Finally, when there is a disagreement, attempt to understand what caused the disagreement and what the argument is about so that you may use it as an opportunity to grow. Ask inquiries to probe further and learn about the interests that others are defending. Can you imagine yourself in their shoes? If so, how can you persuade people to alter their own viewpoints? Take a step back to emotionally distance yourself from the circumstance and acknowledge that every conflict presents a chance for personal development. So, there you have it, my 3 recommendations for honing your emotional intelligence abilities so that you can position yourself for opportunities for leadership and career growth. Let me know which one you liked best and thought was most pertinent in the comment section. I would really appreciate it if you could like, comment, and subscribe if you liked this video. Additionally, if you want to be sure you never miss a video, ensure to turn on the notifications icon. Once again, this is Elevate Plus. Till next time, take care.